Hello everyone, so this is now video number 3 and this is chapter number 3, chapter number 8, trigonometry, and in this video we'll be now concentrating on the questions related with the first topic that we studied about the ratios and the second topic, that is finding the values. So let us quickly go and do the most basic type of question asked, that is, if sin A is equal to 3 by 5, calculate all other trigonometric ratios. Very obvious question. If sin A is equal to 3 by 5, calculate all other trigonometric ratios. So by now we know what is sine ratio, that is the ratio of perpendicular to hypotenuse. So clearly then perpendicular is 3, hypotenuse is 5 in a right triangle. Now here, because we know that these are ratios, and the ratios we don't take directly as 3 by 5 because this just might be the simplest form of the values perpendicular and hypotenuse. So whenever it is a ratio, we know it does not carry a unit in the first place. And the second thing is that we have always, whenever we are considering the sides, we have to consider a ratio constant. So that ratio constant we take as k. Because see, if it is 1 by 2 or it is equal to 2 by 4 or it is 3 by 6 or it is 8 by 16, all mean the same. So therefore we do not know exactly what is the measure of the side, and therefore we take a ratio constant and we say that let perpendicular be 3k and then hypotenuse be 3k because 5k, sorry. So this is perpendicular is 3, hypotenuse is 5k. Now in a right triangle ABC, it is given A is the acute angle because the ratios are asked in terms of A. So A must be the acute angle. Now here we consider it as the acute angle. This is A. So corresponding to this is the perpendicular, this is the base, this is the hypotenuse. So let us quickly find the base AB. So we can use Pythagoras theorem and then find the base AB by 5k square minus 3k whole square. That should come as 4k. So we got the base as 4k. Now we write down everything. So we get the perpendicular 3k, from here hypotenuse 5k and base 4k. So now we just have to arrange these vertices and then we will be getting all the other ratios. We have to arrange the sides and we get all the ratios. So now you have perpendicular, base and hypotenuse, the measure of all these three from the triangle, and you just have to arrange it as according to the ratio of the sides. So cos A is b by h, 4k by 5k, tan A is p by b, 3k by 4k, k you know the ratio constant will cancel, and then these are the measure of the different type of ratios that you would be able to find out. So this is very basic question, so I don't think so should need much time. Only thing is you have to find the base and then start putting it in the ratios of the different names, that is of the different side ratios. You just have to substitute the value and you should be able to get it. So now let me return with question number 2. Alright, so let us discuss the next two questions now. So the question number 2 is, in the following figure, find tan P minus cot R. You see there is a right triangle given, PQR. This is given to you. Triangle PQR, right angle at Q. The value of PQ is 12 cm. The value of PR is 13 cm. You have to find tan P minus cot R. So now this first thing is we need to find QR. So this QR now by Pythagoras theorem. So we get QR is equal to 5 cm, 13 square minus 12 square. That gives you 169 minus 144, which is 25, under root of it is 5 cm. Now we have got the measure of all the three sides. Only thing is we have to arrange what is tan P. Now for tan P, this angle P, this is the perpendicular and this will be the base. So for tan P we will have perpendicular, that is 5 by 12 cm. So tan P is 5 by 12 cm. For cot R is base by perpendicular. So for this is an acute angle R. So for this acute angle R, this is the base. So again 5 by perpendicular, 5 by 12. So the value of tan P and cot R both are equal, 5 by 12 each. So the difference is 0. Then the third question is, in triangle ABC, right angle at P, if tan A is equal to 1 by root 3, then find the value of sin A into cos C plus cos A into sin C. So now first thing is we have to find the value of all the three sides, then only we can get the ratios. Because tan is the ratio of perpendicular to base, we don't have h yet. And for sine and cos both we require hypotenuse. So we will first be using the tan ratio for finding out the hypotenuse, and then we will be substituting in the different ratios. So if tan A is equal to 1 by root 3, you know this is equal to perpendicular by base. So perpendicular is 1, base is root 3. Now again, as usual, we take the ratio constant k. So we will have BC as 1k, AB as root 3k, and AC we will find again using Pythagoras theorem, because this is the hypotenuse. So perpendicular square plus base square, and you will get 1k square plus root 3k whole square. This will give you 4k square, that is equal to 2k. So now we have the measure of all the three sides. So what will sine A be equal to? Sine A is perpendicular by hypotenuse. So this is 1 by 2. Now sine A, you see it is equal to 1 by 2 here. What is cos C? So for this let us find for angle A, because we need it here also. So for cos A, what is it we get? Base by hypotenuse. So root 3 by 2. This is sine A cos A. Now we go to sine C and cos C, both required. So for this angle C, this is the perpendicular. So to have sine C, we will have root 3 by 2. So we have sine C as root 3 by 2. And for cos C, this is the base and this is the hypotenuse. So k by 2k, that is equal to 1 by 2. So now we have all the four values, we just have to substitute it. So sine A into cos C. Now something which you will see that sine A and cos C both have the same value, and cos A and sine C, they both have the same value. So therefore we have 1 by 2 into 1 by 2 plus root 3 by 2 into root 3 by 2. This gives you 1 by 4. The second product gives you root 3 by 2 plus into root 3 by 2 gives you 3 by 4. That is equal to 4 by 4. And so on addition, you get it equal to 1. So sine A into cos C plus cos A into sine C is equal to 1. So this is how we can apply the different ratio questions. And then I'll now return with the trigonometry value questions, wherever we are going to use that value of the given angle. If there are more questions to discuss, definitely we can do it in the class. Thank you. Alright, so let us discuss a few more questions, which is again the basic of application of just the trigonometric values that we have learned. So the question number 4 is find the value of cos 60, sin 45, cot 30, tan 60, sec 45, cosec 30, all the 6 different ratios. Only the angles vary. So for your reference, I have written some of the values over here, 0, and even for my reference. So now cos 60 degree is root 1 by 2. So 1 by 2 plus sin 45, 1 by root 2, cot 30. So tan 30 is 1 by root 3, cot 30 will be root 3. Tan 60 is root 3. Tan 60 is root 3. Sec 45, opposite cos 45 is 1 by root 2, sec 45 will be root 2. Cosec 30, opposite of sin 30. So sin 30 is 1 by 2, so cosec 30 will be reciprocal, that is 2. Now once we have substituted the values, it's only up to us to simplify it. So you can clearly see there is 2 here and root 2 here, and this is root 3. So we take the LCM, it comes as 2 root 2. So here you will have root 2 plus here you will have 2. With root 3 you will have to multiply 2 root 2. Divided by 2 root 2, whole divided by root 3 plus root 2 minus root 2. So obviously this denominator will go here and multiply, because this is divided by 1. So when we divide it, it is 1 by this. So this will multiply to this term. So now what is it we are having? Root 2 plus 2. 2 root 2 into root 3 will give us minus 2 root 6. 2 root 2 into all these 3 terms has to be multiplied. So you get root 2 plus 2 minus 2 root 6. 2 root 2 into root 3 is 2 root 6. 2 root 2 plus into root 2 is 4. And this gives us minus 4 root 2. So that's what is your answer. Now the next type of question is, if 2 cos 3 theta is equal to root 3, find the value of theta. 2 cos 3 theta equal to root 3. So we have 2 cos 3 theta is equal to root 3. So cos 3 theta is equal to root 3 by 2. Now you have to take this whole as one angle. This is cos ratio of 3 theta is root 3 by 2. So now we will see that cos ratio of which angle is equal to root 3 by 2. So cos of 30 degree, from this table you can see cos of 30 degree is root 3 by 2. This should imply that this 3 theta should be equal to 30 degree. So we say cos of this angle, whatever it is, this is equal to root 3 by 2, means this must be the value of cos 30 degree. So 3 theta is equal to 30 degree. We can eliminate the cos ratios because we are comparing the same ratios. So we can just compare the angles. So 3 theta is equal to 30. So theta is equal to 10. And the same way you have another question. If tan 3x plus 30 degree is equal to 1, find the value of x. So similarly again, we will be taking hold of this as one angle. This is the angle, this is its tan ratio. Tan ratio of this angle is equal to 1. So tan ratio of which angle is equal to 1? 45 degree. So tan of 45 is 1. That means tan of this must be equal to tan of 45. So that means the angle must match with 45 degrees. So here you see 3x plus 30 is equal to 45. So 3x equal to 45 minus 30, x equal to 15 and x is equal to 5. Now you remember one thing, that whenever we were deriving these values from the geometrical figure, all these values were independent of the measure of the sides. In none of these ratios the side was involved, because whenever we took the equilateral triangle, you remember the sides A and A cancelled. In an isosceles right triangle also, while calculating the values, A and A got cancelled. So these ratios are all independent of the measure of the sides. So it is only the name of the sides that is important. Then we calculate the dimensions, the measure of the sides. The ratios are independent of the measure of the sides. So this measure of the angles, these values. Again, one more thing which I forgot to tell you is that trigonometric ratio does not depend upon the measure of the sides. If it is this triangle, you go ahead, make this 90, make this 90. The angle, acute angle remains the same. It still is perpendicular, hypotenuse and base. So you increase the side, it does not make a difference. No need to know it now, it's still okay. So for the time being, 5 questions should be sufficient. Then now I return in the next video with trigonometric identities. So till then, bye bye.